Hello lovelies! Welcome back to my channel. This week's video is a pocket swap collaboration hosted by Jeanette from A Perfect Touch here on YouTube. Basically, a bunch of our friends got together to make each other pockets. I chose to make an 18th century pocket so that I could practice digitizing embroidery for my pocket. The first part of this video will be all about making an 18th century pocket for Casey Birchfield, and the second half will be about unboxing of the pocket that I received from Lady Rebecca Fashions. I will link the video of Rebecca making the pocket that she sent me, as well as a complete playlist of pocket swap videos below. So let's jump into digitizing. For digitizing, I use the Floriani Total Control U software. And for preparing the image that I imported into the embroidery software, I used Adobe Illustrator. The first thing that I did was digitize the pocket pattern so that whatever went inside the pattern would for sure fit. Then I imported the Tudor Rose image that I downloaded and cleaned it up a bit with the pen tool. I chose a Tudor Rose because I learned that Casey is really interested in the Tudor family, especially Anne Boleyn, and that personally resonated with me since I also love Anne Boleyn. I actually cosplayed her a few years ago, and I thought it would be a really fun thing to use some of the leftover fabric that I had from making my Anne Boleyn gown for this pocket. So once the image was cleaned up and ready to go, I saved it as a PNG file. Next, I imported the PNG into the digitizing wizard located in Floriani Total Control U, and I personally opt into fewer jump stitches. However, there is an option to opt in to fewer color changes instead, so this will be helpful if you have a single needle embroidery machine. I make all of my choices based off the fact that I do have a 7 needle embroidery machine, so take that into consideration. Once the image is digitized, I will typically go in and clean it up. What I mean by this is that I will zoom into the embroidery and look to see if the design has any gaps and or if I need to adjust any of the colors. So for this image, I decided I didn't want the outline of the rose, so like all the little black lines. I feel like that sometimes that makes things look a little too cartoony, and I did not want that at all for this project. So I got rid of all of the dark black lines, and then I also went in and played around with the colors of red, and I kind of adjusted and added a deeper red into this image. And then finally, I just go really close in and see, is everything overlapping when it will eventually stitch out. This process is a little bit time consuming, but I think it's worth it because this embroidery is going to take 75 minutes to stitch out, and we'll talk about that when we get there. So doing a kind of like a test for this is possible, but is not enjoyable. Like it'd be a waste of a lot of materials. So getting the actual file right now is a lot more important than like just stitching it out and trying to fix it later. Finally, I do need to go in on this design and add those white petals. So when I was digitizing this in the digitizing wizard, basically I took out anything white because the background is white, and that way they don't basically make it like a patch and fill in everything white. I didn't think about the petals at the time, but honestly, it was really easy for me to just go in and create a new piece and fill in that area with it. I am pretty proficient with the software, and I will say I do live digitizings on Patreon every now and then. That's what the majority of this video is from, is my live digitizing of this pocket. So yeah. I completely forgot to record the lettering process, but basically the saying I chose is actually at the beginning of Casey's videos. I thought it would be a really unique touch, and strangely, I've never used my embroidery software for words before, so it was really fun to just play around with all the font styles and ways it could stitch out. I'll be honest, figuring out how to do this took me less than 10 minutes, and then I spent about 45 minutes just looking at all of the stitches or styles in which I could stitch this embroidery out. Like, no joke, there are so many fonts and so many ways that I could make this work. It was a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Once the letters were spaced out evenly around the design, it was time to make my pocket. At this point, I also just completely got rid of the pocket stitching like outer line, the black line around the pocket, because after doing like measuring, I was able to fit this entire design in one hoop, so I didn't need to move my hoop around, therefore I didn't need the lines to guide me. I chose a white Duchess satin for the base fabric and used Quilters Select Tearaway Stabilizer for the embroidery. I stitched the design out with 8 different Floriani thread colors on my Janome MB7 machine. The stitch out took 75 minutes, and surprisingly, I had no issues aside from getting to refill a bobbin. Once the embroidery was done, I cut out my pocket pieces and used Power Boost lining to cover the back of my stitches to both keep the inside of the pocket soft, but also to keep the stitches protected. Using a pressing cloth, I adhered the Power Boost lining to the back side of the Duchess satin. I made some bias tape to go around the opening of the pocket, and I made this out of the leftover fabric from my Anne Boleyn gown. Then I decided to stitch the 2 pocket pieces together, and I hand stitched the inside of the bias, and now I'm about to attach the little top piece that goes on top of my pocket. This is how I'm able to feed another strip of bias tape into it so that it can be tied around your waist with your garments. Finally, I'm going to use a safety pin to feed my bias tape through the little top portion of my pocket, and then we are ready to wrap this up and send it to Casey. Here is some footage of the final pocket. So it is time to unbox my pocket, and I'm extremely excited. So I guess basically I already know who my person is because we had to reach out to each other, and I have Lady Rebecca Fashions, or she had me. All right, so before I unbox this, I just wanted to let you all know that you can go find a video on Lady Rebecca's channel on how she made this pocket. I will make sure to link her YouTube channel up at the corner as well as down in the description so that you can make sure you go check her channel out and see all of the delightful things that she makes. She does a sewing vlog as well as more educational stuff. All right, so make sure to check out her channel as well and give her some love and support. And now let's open this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So Rebecca is also a fellow Disney person. So like she does Dapper Days. She has a vlog up on her Disneyland trip from, I believe, August or September, maybe July. Maybe it was July. And it's just delightful. Like, delightful is really the best way, in my opinion, to describe Rebecca and stuff. And so, like, I'm just really excited because she's a fellow Disney nerd. And y'all know me. I'm I would love to say that I'm like more of a Disney junkie. Like, I just love Disney and all things Disney. I also am being very strange about opening this because my address is on the other side and I don't have a Sharpie. I only have silver Sharpies and purple Sharpies, so I didn't do the whole like block out address thing. So I'm like, let's make sure that we open this in a very particular way. There we go. Also, if you're new to my channel, I do typically use a seam ripper to open packages. It's just the thing I do. Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's pink. I see pink. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Mystery. Ooh. Oh, I'm so excited. This glittery fabric is so pretty. It makes me think of Aurora. Sleeping Beauty. Goodness. Oh, look how pretty it is. Oh my god. Yo. Look at this beautiful. Oh my god. I'm not crying, you're crying. So during the time that this pocket exchange, oh my god, I'm getting emotional. This is ridiculous. Okay, take a deep breath. So during the time that the pocket exchange was happening, I was working on a purple Ariel gown. And look at this embroidery. Look at how beautiful it is. Do you know what's really ironic about this is I forgot to put pockets in that gown. So that's just like hilariously ironic. And I don't think I've said that publicly yet, that like I forgot to put pockets in it. But this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. I'm actually working on an 18th century Sarah Sanderson right now. So I think I'm going to use this for her. I don't think I'm going to make any pockets. I think I'm going to use this. This is also probably going to get put up in my room somewhere because this is beautiful. Do you all see this embroidery? This is stunning. This is absolutely stunning. I want to make this dress now. That's like crazy. It's so pretty. Like if you look into the details of the sleeves and like the swirls on here and like the trim, can you imagine? Could you imagine? Is that a thing? Like, do people do that? But also I love that she chose purples too, because I'm pretty like, I talk about it often. I do not like the pink dress on Ariel with her red hair. And so to see her in like a purple dress with the red hair, it's so beautiful. And Tinkerbell, look at how, oh my god, I love this. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. So good. I love this fabric. Now I want some of this. I'm literally going to message her afterwards and be like, hey, where'd you get that sparkly pink fabric? This is beautiful. I'm kind of an emotional human, so like, bear with me. But this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. Oh, Rebecca, thank you so much. These things are so, I'm just going to give like my overall thoughts on being a part of this project. It's been really fun to get to know other costumers through the content that they create. We chat a little bit, like some of us, but like I don't feel like I really talk to a lot of people because I'm not a very social human being. I'm pretty shy online, like when it comes to messaging and stuff. I'm very vocal, like on Instagram stories and things, and I respond to messages quickly, but I'm not like the type of person to just reach out and say, hey, how's it going? And so like, it's been really special, to kind of get to know people through their Instagram and their YouTube and like the kind of things that they make and that kind of stuff. So, this has been really cool. And I hope I can do more things like this where we get to kind of celebrate each other. So that's kind of my overall like thought about this whole entire like Pocket Swap 2021 is it's been a really cool community building experiment or like, I don't know, like thing that you do. and to get to learn other people. And it's also helped me figure out ways to learn about others. And obviously getting something like this beautiful has helped me, at least, like, feel like I'm not, I don't know, like I'm not, like, I do actually share a lot of the things I love, and I'm pretty good about expressing my passion for things, which is something I'm always like, am I excited enough? Like, I know I say I'm excited, but like, do I really show like that, like how excited I am? Anyway, this is beautiful and I absolutely love it. And now I want to make this dress. Come back in like 2023 because you all know, like, I have the next year's worth of costumes planned. Anyway, so final thoughts, or like TLDR on my final thoughts. This was a really cool project to be a part of. Pocket Swap 2021 has been really fun. It was really fun getting to learn about Casey, who was my like person that I made a pocket for, and it was really cool to get something so special and unique from Rebecca. And I'm gonna link both of them up, well, down below. You'll get to see their YouTube channels. Please check them out. And I'm also going to link a playlist where you can see all the pocket swaps, kind of get to see us like learn about each other through our like videos. I think that that is pretty cool. And I guess that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you like this kind of content, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below. Tell me, I don't know, like, what would you like to have on like a pocket for yourself? Like, if you could make yourself your dream pocket that you wear under all costumes, what would you put on it? I think that this is it. This sums it up. And thank you all so much for being here. And until next time, may all your dreams come true.